Hi, I'm Barb. Welcome to my craft studio. I have a haul for you from garage sales, Joann, Hobby Lobby, Dollar Tree, and Target. I'm going to do Target real fast because it's only one item and it doesn't look crafty. It's plant markers, but I'm going to cut names out in vinyl and stick them on there. I don't like my handwriting, and I figured the vinyl will stay longer. Garage sale, I found this cartridge. First thing I said to the lady is, I suppose they're already linked, because she had several of them. Most of them I already had, and a couple were Imagine cartridges, and she says, I don't even know what that means. So I'm assuming, since I had to explain to her what linked meant, that it's not linked. So I picked that one up, and I picked up the magnetic platform for the Big Shot. Now, I don't think this tool belongs to it. Does anybody have it and can let me know for sure whether it does? I don't think it does, but I'm not 100%. I think she had that marked $3, so I figured I'm picking it up. It was kind of on my wish list. And then I found several books at the library bookstore. The Thimbleberries Book of Quilt, 101 Fabulous Small Quilts, Seasons by Debbie Mum, Holly Jolly Christmas Quilting, and Quick Method Quilts. And then at Dollar Tree, I picked up this white balsamic peach vinaigrette dressing. I'm trying to follow my diet better, so I'm trying to go to vinaigrettes because I know they're a little bit better for you than some of the other ones. But I don't like the balsamic vinaigrettes, so I need some flavor in them, and I know that probably means they're not as good for me as they should be. And then I found this book by Lisa Scottolini and Francesca Saratella. I think that is her daughter, that they wrote the book together. I've always liked Lisa Scottolini when I've read her, so for $1 I picked that up. And then I found a couple t-shirts. What I like is they both say they're adult. This one says medium, this one says large, and this one, the medium one, looks bigger than the large one. I'm thinking maybe this is a ladies cut, but I like the colors of both of them, so I picked them up. I figured I'd chance it. And then Hobby Lobby, I went in. I was going to pick up one Supergirl charm. I'm trying to pick up one a week with a coupon. And I walked back there and they had them clearanced. So I picked up more than one, obviously. I spent more than I was intending because I was only going to buy one with a coupon, and I bought several, but still a lot less than I would have gotten them for even with a coupon. I found this one here, and I think it's supposed to be kryptonite inside there, and obviously these are supposed to be Superman, but I say they're Supergirl. They use the same S, it's fine. That one was $1.99. This one was $2.24. This one was on my list to get, the lobster claw. This one I wasn't sure about, but for $1.74 I decided I would just pick it up. And this one I loved, but I was not going to spend $20 on it. I wasn't even sure I wanted to buy it with a coupon and spend $12 on it, but for $5 I'll take it. And then I thought, if that, that's for a chunky charm that I want to do, I thought, well, if that turns out, maybe I'll do the Wonder Woman one. The Wonder Woman stuff, some of it was on clearance, not all of it. The beads were on clearance, which I'm thinking I probably should have picked up 2 of those, but I only picked up one. It was $2.49. And then this set of charms was marked down to $2.24. Not all of the Wonder Woman stuff was marked down. I do want to hit the other Hobby Lobby and see what they have. And then I went to Joann. The first time I went, they had the 40% off your entire regular price purchase. And I was reading the coupon exclusions, and I see they removed the one that says that it doesn't work on paper crafting machines and accessories for those machines, which they have the foil quill classified as a machine. So I thought, I'm going to see if this stuff will work with a coupon now, and it did. So I bought the matte mint and the ultraviolet foil, and then I bought 2 of the USB drives. This one is Holiday, and this one is Kelly Creates. Now these are just SVG and PNG files, so if you have a machine that uses those files, you can use these images even without the foil quill. You don't need the foil quill for those. And then I was at a different Joann yesterday, and they had a bunch of Christmas stuff clearanced, which hasn't been there the last few times I've been there, so I'm assuming they either found it in like their back stock room or the warehouse found some and decided just to ship it out to the stores and get rid of it. So I found a bunch of buttons that I decided to pick up. This one says believe in the magic of Christmas, so you can't make that out. And then this Santa one. And then I walked back to the regular clearance area and they had 2 totally Tiffany items back there. They had this 4-level stadium, which I've been wanting to get another one of these. The ones I have right now I don't use in my craft room. I use them in my kitchen for my spices. So I wanted to pick up one of those, so I decided I was going to go ahead and buy it. And then I thought, and I was debating. My hubby goes, you should probably just get it because you know it's not going to be there when you come back. So I went ahead and picked up a 6-level stadium as well. I was thrilled to get the good price on them. Not so thrilled to see them on clearance. But these were the only 2 desk-made items, and they have several of them. They have the glue stand, the tool tower, the pen and ink palace. These are the only 2 I've seen on clearance. So now that I think about it, I don't remember if I've seen the pen and ink palace in the other area. Not sure on that. But they also had the Stamp and Supply Stadium. That one I did see. I know they are supposed to be getting the embossing station for this line. So I'm thinking maybe they're just trying to make a little more room for new items. So that's why they are clearancing a couple of them. But I decided to go ahead and pick them up. I did go to my doctor today to follow up on my high blood pressure. I know I told you I went to the doctor. I'm not sure I shared what it was, but I'm having an issue with my blood pressure, something I've never had. They're contributing it off to age, medications that I'm on, and my connective tissue disease, wear and tear on my body. Which maybe that's what it is. But since the beginning of this illness, when it started 7 years ago, I've had chest pain on and off for 7 years. They did check it and said everything was fine. But now I'm getting this heavy feeling in my chest when I walk or do anything with any exertion. So, and she says, oh, that's probably just because your blood pressure's high. It's causing, things to work harder. And so she prescribes some medication. And I don't mind taking the medication if I need it, but I'm a little concerned that there's something else causing it, and that needs to be treated, not just the blood pressure. So I did contact my rheumatologist, and he wanted to be updated on the blood pressure because he was the first one who caught that it was higher than it should be. And so I let him know that, and that she wanted to put me on the meds, and I told him I told him about, he knew about the chest pain, but about the heavy feeling in the chest now and all that, and told him I would feel better if I got a second opinion on this, and I would prefer to have it there. When all this first started, I had an echocardiogram down here locally, and they told me it was perfectly normal. The first thing they told me when I got up to the university hospital in another state was, you had an abnormal echocardiogram. And I'm like, what? I know nothing about this. And he said, yeah, you were borderline pulmonary hypertension. He goes, it's nothing to worry about yet, but you need to watch it and make sure that it doesn't go into something heavier. And I'm like, why wouldn't they have told me this? And he goes, well, they probably didn't want to worry you. I said, but you just said it's something I need to follow up on. How can I follow up on it if I don't know about it? And I got the original report, asked for a copy of it, and I could see where the numbers were off because I looked up what they were supposed to be and looked up and said, I can see where they're off. But at the bottom of the report, it says completely normal echocardiogram. So I'm like, I don't really trust their opinion down here anymore. And I do kind of think with some of the testing I've had done that they have more sophisticated methods at the university hospital than they do down here locally. So And I've been reading a little bit on women's heart disease and seeing that some women actually test normal on the blood work, the EKG, and the stress test, all of which I've had, and still have a heart issue. It just doesn't catch it. And I know I've went in for chest pain to the emergency room before and pretty much been patted on the head and told me that I have anxiety and, you just need to go home. I did read a report also that said a man and a woman went in with the same exact symptoms. They both tested the same on the blood work and the EKG and the stress test, all normal. The man was kept overnight for observation. The woman was sent home. And I'm thinking, yeah, I can see that, because I feel, and like my husband couldn't come with me today's visit. And I really like my doctor, but she, like most doctors, it seems like if I'm there alone, I'm not taken as seriously as I am when my husband's there to say, yeah, she's been experiencing this. Yes, she's having trouble. Like, my legs and feet swell. I mean, it's not always horrible, and it's never bad when I go to the doctor. It's always much better when I go to the doctor. I don't know why that is, but I even took a photo of it. I said, it's hard to see, but here. And she's like, oh, that's probably just, your meds and your whatever. And I'm like, okay, but this isn't normal. It's not normal to, if you wear decorative socks, to have the imprint of that sock, that decoration on your legs after you take off your socks. Or you can very distinctly tell when I take my socks off at night where the sock was, because my legs caved in. So I just feel like they kind of brush some of my symptoms off especially when I'm there, just me. But anyways, I'm going to try to follow up with the university hospital, and I told my husband, I said, everything's probably fine. It's probably nothing to worry about, but there's this little nagging voice in the back of my head that just says, you need to check this out further. And he goes, I agree with you. I think we need to be absolutely certain that that's all it is age and, your other condition causing this. So we'll see what they say. And I'm hoping they get back to me soon, because I want to ask them whether they want me to start taking the blood pressure medicine she prescribed before I see them or wait until afterwards. Anyways, I've rambled on long enough about that, but I just kind of wanted to get it off my chest. I feel better after I talk about it, even if it's just to the camera. Thanks for joining me. I'll catch you next time.